you can come back to settings and you can turn on the prayer circle feature. This is what takes what otherwise is an individual app and makes it a bit more communal. This allows for you to search for, request that others be added to your prayer circle, or for them to request you to be added to their prayer circle, at which point you can choose to selectively share and pray for prayers from one another. Let me give you an example of how this works. Now that I've turned on prayer circle, I have an additional icon up here in green, and I'll click in where I could see any activity coming from my prayer circle, which doesn't exist yet. If anyone has sent me prayers that they'd like for me to pray for them. And then lastly, my actual prayer circle, which is empty right now. But here I can search by name, and I can see that Eric, one of my other friends using the app, also has the prayer circle feature enabled. I'll click on add. This is going to send him a notification in activity, and he can choose to accept or reject the request to add him to my prayer circle. Looks like he just accepted that request, and now it's switched for him being pending to in my circle, and I have one notification here that he's accepted that request. What this opens up now is the ability for me to share prayer requests with him, such as this one for presence with my kids. I'll click on the more icon and choose to share. And now I could say, hey, I want to send this off to Eric and notify him, and he'll be able to add that prayer request to his cadence if he'd like. It looks like I just got a notification back in my prayer circle. I'll click on the icon and see that Eric Melton has shared a prayer back with me, injured ankle. And within the prayers, I can see injured ankle, that my ankle would heal quickly. Yeah, I want to pray for my brother Eric. So I'll click on add to prayer list, and I'm going to choose to pray for him twice a week. Now if I scroll up, I can see this at the very top, and I've got different color coding here. This is a prayer for Eric as opposed to a prayer that's in my Bible study list and is following that cadence. And now as I pray through my prayers, I'm going to get a prayer that was shared by Eric, and I can pray for him here. And if Eric ever were to mark this as answered himself, it would be marked as answered in my application as well. I'll pray.